My name is Eva Tanelli and I am 72 years old and I am immigrant from Italy.
So I want to talk a little bit about growing up in Italy. What was the name of your town?
My town was Macchia di Sernia, provincia Isernia, Italy.
How was it? Was it big? Was it small?
It was not a big town, about 1,200 people. Because after the war they split Macchia di Sernia and Isernia. So it's like a little island.
After what war?
And the war, the second war,
World War II?
World War II.
Okay, and did everybody know each other? Was that how it was like?
In the town, we know each other. Even the chicken that pass by, we know each other. It was a beautiful childhood because there was no crime, no nothing. We can play outside, not worry. Our parents and never be worried. We would be outside. But it was 9 o'clock. Everybody's go inside, and the parents they were in peace.
Did you ever get into trouble when you were younger? And if so, what was the worst thing you ever did?
Well, I don't really went into trouble because I never had my parents. And when my parents say something to do, some choice to do, I always obedience to my parents, and I have a respect, and I had never hands back because that's the way we were raised. To be respected the parents and grandparents they put on the first place. At first, the first place, my grandparents, my grandmother. I had two lovely grandmother, which they were love of my life, and I respect them very much, and I wish I had it today.
Well, besides your family getting in trouble, have you ever gotten in trouble with the law?
Never with the law, never, because we had respect. We had whatever the parents had told us to do, we had to follow the rule.
When you were younger, what did you think your life would be like when you were older?
When I was young, I always had a dream to improve on myself, not only for me, if God give me the children, I will give it a better life and a better future.
And I want to ask, when you were young, did you think in the future that you would come to America? Did you always know inside that you wanted to come here and, you know?
Yes.
You did know?
Yes.
So let's talk about when you went to school in Italy. Did you enjoy school, first of all?
Yes, I do enjoy school. I started first grade to the fifth. So I wanted to go to further, but my parents I never believed they give education to the children. They were put in the farm to work and be slave. And that's right, I did not like it, that kind of lifestyle.
And what kind of student do you think you were? Were you straight A's? Did you fail?
I was straight B. I was B.
Okay. You did your homework?
I did homework in the nighttime.
And are you still friends with anyone from school when you went to Italy?
Yes, I have only one friend, and the name was Lina. We always together every day. We go to school together, do homework together.
So, let's cut to the chase. I want to know, when did you leave Italy to come to America?
Well, I always had a dream to come in the United States because I had my grandmother and my grandfather. So one day, it was October 10th, 1964, I came in the United States with the plane the name Alitalia. I landed in New York 5:30 p.m., which I was expected my grandparents to be at the arrival place, and they make a mistake, they went to the departure, and I never found. And I ended up with the passenger that I was with in the plane, and I ended up in Brooklyn, which they took me back to Nutley and 123 Franklin Avenue, Nutley, 5 o'clock in the morning, and my grandparents, they were still at the airport.
So you winded up
worried.
in Brooklyn, and you were supposed to be in Nutley.
In Nutley, yes. and it was 5 o'clock in the morning. Then my grandparents, they arrived too, and my grandfather says he was so aggravated, not because aggravated for me, whatever happened, and he says whoever have children, they has to be and take care of it. And I told it to my grandfather, I said, Grandpa, I came here to give love and help, and that's what it was.
How old were you when you came?
I was 18 years old. After 2 months, my grandfather took me to register me to be in the school. And that school, it was 12th grade. And I found my friend named Lucy Schettino, which we remain friends for 55 years until today. In the meantime, she introduced my husband, which I married him the year after.
I know you mentioned earlier that you went to high school when you came to America. So you went 1st through 5th grade in Italy, and then you were out of school for a while. And when you came to America, you started in 9th grade at Nutley High School. You started in 12th grade at Nutley High School? Okay. Did you wind up graduating?
No, I know I graduated because I got married.
You got married?
Yeah.
And you didn't go to college? Or you did?
No college. I went back to work.
Okay.
Because I didn't have no money to pay rent, and I had to go to work.
So you got married when you were in 12th grade, and that was the same man that your friend introduced you to?
Yes.
Okay, can you talk about him?
Okay, at the time I was in 12th grade, because of the age, because I was 18 years old, and my friend introduced me and my husband, and we got married after 3 months, and then I not graduated because I can go no more to school because I don't have no money, I had to pay rent, and that's what happened.
And what was his name?
Mario.
Mario. And was he also Italian? Was he American?
He was Italian.
Was he an immigrant as well?
He was immigrant also.
Okay. And how long after you met him did you get married?
3 months after.
3 months after? And how long did you remain married?
I remained married for 43 years old. Then he passed, and I never been remarried.
Right.
And I stay with my children and my granddaughter, which I love so much.
What were some similarities between you and your husband? I mean, you guys were both Italian immigrants. Did you share anything else together? Was he also hardworking?
My husband, he was a very hard working man. Practically had 2 jobs. And I was working also myself. And we work hard, and we try to save us some money for the future. And then, unfortunately, he passed, and I'm a widow, and I stay by myself. I surrounded with my 2 daughters and granddaughter.
And also, was it important that your husband had to be Italian?
Yes, because they had the same culture that I had.
And what if you had met somebody who was not Italian? Do you think you would have married them, or?
I don't think so.
Why did you choose the United States and not some other country?
I choose United States because it was the land of the opportunity.
Okay. Do you still feel like today it's still the land of opportunity, or do you think it's changed?
Well, when I came, it was a really land of opportunity. Everything was quiet. Everything was respect each other. But through the years, the thing changed.
And did anything change in your lifestyle when you came to America? Anything about the way you lived, maybe the way you ate, the way you dressed, the way you acted?
Well, when I came in this country, I started dress up appropriately because I was working and I'm making some money and some I save, and the lifestyle was very different.
Also, when you came to America, did you leave anybody behind in Italy?
Yes, I did. I left my mother, my father, my brother, and two sisters.
Wow, that's a lot. Um, did they eventually wind up coming to America?
Yes, my mother always bombarded me with the letters. It says to take care my sister to find a boyfriend, and I did it. And after 3 years, I went back with my daughter, my husband, my grandmother, and my sister, and I found a boyfriend for her, and they got married very soon, and then my sister came back in this country, which we live near each other.
Well, I thought this is also interesting to mention. You were like the facilitator almost for everybody coming to America, right? Because you were responsible for calling everybody over.
Yes, I was responsible because I sponsor everyone in my family, and I bring in this country. Uncle, cousins, aunt, and the rest of the family.
Right.
I was the leader of the family.
And the last question in this section, what were your expectations when you came to America? And do you think that your idea of America was the same as your expectations, or was it higher or was it lower?
What do you mean by that?
What did you expect America to be like?
America, that to be like it was a land opportunity. If you want to work, you can save some money, and you can go ahead with your life.
And do you think, after living here for many years, do you think that America has reached your expectations?
Yes, they reach the expectation, but it's the only way. When you get old, you feel that's a very loneliness in this country. Very loneliness in this country. It's not like my country. We know each other and we take care of each other. Over here, if you don't know nobody, if you get old, you live like a lost soul.
Okay, so you've mentioned that you have worked a lot. You're very hardworking, and your husband was hardworking. What did you do for a living? I think you had many jobs, right?
Yes. When I came in this country, I worked with the wig and plastic in the night time. Then I changed and I went to work with the Westinghouse. Westinghouse moved and I went to work with the place they make a gold. I was sorry, the piece of gold. After that, I went work with the a drapery company. And after that, my husband lost a job. I didn't have a job, and then my husband created to put sod in the front of the house. It's a grass. And me, I was helping my husband Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the sun, all in the morning until in the night time. That's the way we save some money for my children to send to the college. And to give education, which I didn't have it.
That's very sweet. And did you? Oh, I'm sorry. So all those jobs that you worked, they were all factory jobs, right? Do you find that when you went to go look for these jobs and try to get, work, was it hard as an immigrant to get a job? Do you think in America?
No.
Okay.
Those days when I came in this country, you can find a job one after the other. But today it's very hard to find a job because you gotta be educated.
Correct. And I'm sure maybe that wasn't what you wanted to do in life, but what did you want to be when you grew up?
When we grew up, I wanted to had to work at the airport.
Okay. What did you want to do at the airport?
To work with what do you call it?
Did you want to be like a flight attendant? Is that?
No flight attendant, no.
A pilot?
No. The one you put a suitcase in the...
Oh, okay, so you wanted to be like at the desk?
At the desk.
Okay. Any reasons why?
Because I love it.
You love it?
The atmosphere.
You like airports?
Yeah, the atmosphere.
Does it remind you of when you came to America?
Yes.
Is that?
Yes.
So, working in life, right? I'm sure you've learned many different things.
Yes.
You know, hands-on, like physically have learned different things, how to do things.
Yes.
But are there any life lessons that these jobs have taught you, or did you not really gain any type of lesson out of them?
Well, I gained to be intelligent, to buy and sell property, and that's what I like it, even today,
Very
to
nice.
be busy.
Right. And if you could do any job in the world right now, what would you want to be and why?
Now I am retired, and I would like to help the people they need, to comfort them in the time the crisis.
Right.
And in time of the crisis, because the people need, especially the people they live by themselves, they need somebody to talk with, to comfort. And these people, they are bless you, and that's what I'm doing.
Is there any specific reason why you would want to do that?
Because in my life, I went through a lot of tribulations, and because I am in a catechumene way, is 12 years, I learned a lot to be close with God and to be closer with the people. They need help, and that's what I've been doing to comfort them.
Nice. Do you have any regrets about coming to America?
The regret that I have lately in my life to come in this country is because I get old and I need the company, and I live by myself, and I feel, most of the time, I feel lonely. But in my hometown, it's completely different because we know each other and we comfort each other.
And are you happy with the way your life turned out, though?
I'm happy the way that my life has turned out because I got two beautiful children and one beautiful granddaughter.
You think that by coming to America, that it really did improve on your life, and that you really did find opportunity here?
Yes.
Good.
I came in this country and I find this is my life, and I find the opportunity. It was my dream.
And just a question for the future, because we never know where this interview is going to wind up. If one day your great-great-grandchildren sit down and watch this interview, is there anything that you'd want to pass down to them specifically? What would you want them to know? In life, doesn't have to be about you, just...
Okay, I want to pass on my grandchildren to respect the parents, to learn how to cooking, organizing,
Okay.
to respect each other, respect each other, to love each other. And always remember, it's always family. The friend come and go, but the family is stay always there. My name is Tanelli, and I am 72 years old, and I am Italian citizen immigrant in America for 50 years. And this is my story.
Can you smile? Thank you. Nice.
I did good?